everything it's coming out of there. But another question that one I will have to ask is, do we as a country needs to rely on foreign aid for life-saving treatments like HIV, dealing with HIV as a pandemic on its own? Do we have to rely on AIDS which is coming from foreign countries, which aid can be cancelled or terminated just in a form of an executive order? Or we have to ensure that all our critical programs are funded from the little budgets that we have. Look at this situation. How many people are going to lose employment, as Lokuhle has reported, to say this latest order to say all USAID programs in South Africa will no longer be funded by the US. That is going to have an adverse effect on the people who are relying on or who are employed or who are employed in those organizations which were funded by the USAID. And now, to prove that we have a government, now that we know the budget speech is coming on the 12th of March, then the minister, the president, or the executive will have to tell us where the money that was provided, or the aid that was provided by the United States of America is going to be replaced with. We are hoping that there will be money somewhere. Let money not be stolen through corruption and or through illicit gatherings. Let money be directed towards services which most of our people are depending on. And we also know that the South African National AIDS Council has issued a statement to say they are looking for the 1.1 million people who are HIV positive and are not currently on treatment. What are we going to do with that situation? We are confronted with a situation where the United States has terminated all the funding that is directed through organizations which were funded under the USAID. And then now in the country, without involving anyone, any foreign country, we have people who are living with AIDS or HIV, but they are not on treatment. They were supposed to be on treatment. What are we going to do with that? How many people are at risk to find themselves having been involved with people like that who are not on treatment? And what do we say about their lives? So we're hoping that come the budget speech, the Minister of Finance will tell us something about where the money to fund these critical organizations which were funded by foreign aid is going to come from, because we cannot afford to let the people who are employed in those programs to go home back to add on the high level of unemployment that we are currently reeling on as a country. There needs to be something, and something has to be done. Whether we cut on spending or cut on bailing out state-owned entities, that is another way that we can use to ensure that our people continue to be employed and they continue to provide for their families. We continue with our conversation, and in our next conversation,